everybody. In this opportunity, I'm going to talk about endangered language. But first of this topic, I'm going to talk about through. I'm going to talk about three words that are related with this topic. The first one is native language, and native language is the mother language that we learn from our parents or family since we were children. For example, my native language is Spanish. Endangered language is the second word that we is the second Endangered language is the second one that we uh, must to know, and this is a language that is in danger to disappear because few people are learning to speak. For example, the Sapero language is an endangered language because there are just five native speakers that is still that is still speak this language. The last one is extinct language. Extinct language is an extinct language is a language that disappeared because lost all of it is spoken. For example, Chimoes. Chimoes was a language that was spoken by Ecuadorian and Peruvian in the north of each country. Then of this, we're going to talk about the endangered language, more about this main topic. Well, I think all the videos that we see has something in common. And this thing that they have in common is that all of them talk about the how important is to preserve native languages. How important is not only for the natives who speak this language, even for all the people around the world. It's pretty important maintain alive this language, and that is because when we lose or when we have a language in danger to be extinct, we just don't lost a way to communicate between. We also lost culture, art, scientific investigation, and a lot of things more that are involves with the language. And it's pretty important, and for this reason it's pretty important maintain alive the endangered languages. It's also important to know that nowadays around the world there are 6,000 languages, but about some studies, the half of these languages going to disappear in at the end of the century. I want to, in other words, in 100 years, we're going to lost the half of the languages are existing nowadays. So if that's that happened, we're going to lose, or we're going to lose the way to communicate in different languages. We also have to remember that um, each language has each language has a particular way to express, to to give uh, to give others, or to I don't know how to say, to campaign with uh, with other speakers or feelings. So it's pretty important, try to maintain the language. uh, but how we can maintain alive these languages. Well, there are we could say two ways to that could help us to maintain alive these languages. And uh, one is try to record each native speakers or speakers of other language. Try to record. That's going to help us to learn this new language and understand the way how they communicate the things they communicate, how the way how they communicate their feelings. um, that could be a good way to maintain alive these languages. And another way to maintain alive these languages is is for is beyond for the music. Music help help us to music help us to maintain also alive, because um, beyond the music there are more. The children prefer or have the preference to learn new languages for them. So it's a good way to maintain alive the languages. In conclusion, I can say that for each language each language is pretty important for everybody else. And we must remember that we must remember that a language also have our history, like a society. So if we lost our native language, we lost our history, we lost our past, we lost our future also. Because if we don't teach at our other children in the future, they never going to know our past. Thank you so much.